This is Thitikul after a birdie at the 10th, stood on the tee at 11.
Following up that sensational round yesterday with that great start on 10 today, and then this at 11.
At the time, let's check in now with Celine Boutier, staring down birdie at the second.
Feels like her game has been really solid, but just hasn't been scoring. Making putts like this will definitely help.
Ingrid Lindblad on the tee at 14, 3 under through her first 4 holes.
A slow and steady even par yesterday, but taking advantage of the soft conditions you mentioned today with beautiful iron shots like that.
She's on a roll. What about Carlotta Saganda playing her approach into the short 16th?
That played as a tough hole yesterday, but it's one of the easiest holes on the golf course today. Just a wedge in hand here to perfection.
Yeah, uses that slope beautifully. The world #1 and our defending champion this week, Nelly Korda, for her second birdie of the day at the 14th.
That first birdie also came on a par 3, taking advantage of her fabulous iron play.
So that gets her to 6 under. Well, this hour of Top Choice and Technology is presented by Progressive Insurance as we join Julia Lopez Ramirez away at 14.
This 14th hole is going to see a lot of action this afternoon.
I think they're just, well, they have to feel like they're trying to make up some ground on Gino. Gino did not make a birdie here, and it looks like she just hit that through the break.
A missed opportunity for Nelly at the 15th hole. One of several titles she has to defend this year. In fact, this is her 4th title defense of the season. As we get you back out on the golf course, and this is Somi Lee with a birdie look at 17. Nicely done.
Would be good. Leave her a shot of about 120, 110 back into that flag after that. Hit it to the widest part of the fairway. That's a good looking tee shot there.
Yeah, the 16th hole playing pretty much the same distance as it did yesterday off of that back tee box. Back to the 7th in just a moment, but over to the 14th where Lopez Ramirez looking to capitalize on it. Outstanding tee shot. So she's moving up the leaderboard as well in a tie for 14th right now. And we get back out to this afternoon wave with Nelly on 16. That was another birdie attempt. That came close, but not to be.
Yeah, it's certainly.
And that's what makes her such an impressive player. Just across the board, she's good, but it's this part of her game. Oh, she lets me down there a little bit, but it's just clutch when she needs it.
It's interesting. She was talking about after Chevron, Karen, how she was
off of the green with the putter in hand.
Trying to bounce back after a short miss putt on the previous hole. This one looks pretty good for Minji.
Oh, get in. What a result, curling it up the hill on what is a very difficult hole here at Liberty National. She played well last week in Utah, was in the final group on Saturday with Heydan Yu. Fell back a bit that round, but she is performing well.
She's just playing some really solid golf lately. Think about the chance she had to win at Chevron. Of course, last week, dominating performance there in the desert.
Yeah, first time she's won wire to wire on the LPGA Tour. She collected her 3rd career. Over at 8, this is Hejin Choi with her 3rd into the par 5, as Tom explained. Typically find this green in regulation. Yeah, well said, Karen. She is seeking the 3rd successive title defense of her career, but Gino's away.
Yeah, and downhill.
And that comes up short. I imagine the greens are rolling at a very different speed to what they did for these players yesterday morning.
A little bit of a slider to the right. Shouldn't be a problem.
But it is. Again.
Has just been a little bit of her Achilles heel. Just hasn't.
Oh, well done. Well, that helps move her in the right direction.
Certainly would be. It's going to go a little from the right. keeps the speed up. What a par that is from Kusova with the little fist bump as well.
You might have whilst you're practicing, just something to take your mind off the result.
Oh, just ran out of speed. I like those one-handed practice strokes she's been making, trying to get some rhythm.
Yeah, and she's safely in. Morgan mentioned her putting. Back at the 10th hole, this is the 25-year-old from Sweden, Maja Stark, with a look at eagle. And that is going to really help her chances of making the 36-hole cut.
Got the 4 hybrid here.
There's a touch of mud on her ball, Tom.
This one is high out to the right, looking for a good hop. There's a bit of a depression down there.
They got it. In pretty spectacular fashion. Let's see what she can do here, Morgan.
Yeah, this has been a tough hole today, playing as the 4th hardest hole. It's not a particularly long par 4. Just quite a bit of undulation on the green. As you can see, that penalty area winding around certainly comes into play.
Yeah, good chance here for Celine because she's just watched what Minjee has done. So she'll have a great idea of how much this putt is going to swing in there. Good look here. What? Yeah, that is what we see time and time again, Morgan. When you show a top player the line.
This is Minami Katsu for birdie at the 10th. Yes, and she capitalizes at the par 5. That gets her 4 back now at 6 under par.
But this Gino putt is going to be uphill. It's going to break to the left, and the hole looks like it's almost sitting on a little mound.
I don't know if there's anybody from the Morning Wave who's watching this coverage who's feeling sorry for these players out here right now with the small cell going through. Shouldn't last all of too long, hopefully.
Over the golf ball, it's to stop the raindrops falling on the ball so Nelly can keep good contact between the club face and the putter face. Couldn't have asked for a better putt to putt from. I mean, it was just straight up the hill, Morgan.
And at last she capitalizes and converts the birdie.
Just tried to mix it up a bit.
A strange decision because she seems to keep the flag stick in no matter what now, but I don't know, perhaps some indecision. Either way, wasn't able to convert the birdie putt here at the 2nd. She taps in for the par there. Well, over at the 14th, another place on this golf course with a wonderful vista of the Statue of Liberty. Subin Ju for birdie. She can't get that one to go. It's not only wet, Morgan, but it's cold as well.
It's a cold rain. It's kind of one of those days, at least I'd say for the morning, where you might question why you chose an outdoor sport. at least I know I did.
It's good to hear you say that.
Already skipping one of their biggest events this week. But a top 10 will get her into the next LPGA event. So it's kind of that decision of all the women on Epson Tour want to be on the LPGA, but also you got to do what's best for the long term. So it'll be interesting if she does finish in the top 10, what she does.
I believe this is Guseva's 4th.
Yeah, she hit a poor tee shot way right into the penalty area. Had to take a drop a long way back down the hole. Could only lay up to here. So she is fighting away around that cut line. It's been a bit of a struggle.
How about that, Tom? My goodness. Conditions change, like the rain here. Adjust your speed accordingly.
Well, and that's just what she'd been working on in the off week. Hand-eye coordination and getting the speed to match up to the line.
Nelly's always been someone, Karen, who says that she likes the tough conditions. She feels like she can focus really and stick in that bubble that she talks about. These 2 par 5s on the back 9 are there for the taking. 2 of the easiest holes on the golf course. There have been 3 eagles today on this hole. Oh, just ran out of a little juice there. An easy birdie.
Looking for another heroic par save, Tom.
Yeah, it's been a A bit of a roller coaster for the Goose. She's really battling away to try and make the cut.
Last few holes.
Now Thitikul's chance at 3.
She'll have learned something related to the speed on Nelly's putt. Look at this. Oh, just not quite enough. Easy 2-putt, tap-in par.
They're seeing a lot of close calls. Nobody running away with it on the golf course right now. And you see her there in a tie for second, just one back. This is Lindblad for birdie at the 4th. And a fist pump. Just love her passion, Morgan.
You can see it. The way she carries herself, the way that she walks, her energy.
As we go back to Nelly to save par on 3.
And not a huge amount in this. I think that was easy for her. Sure was.
Yeah, putting together a nice day here. This one should move a little from left to right and doesn't quite have the pace. She had the line, I think, if she'd hit it.
Yeah, she's been pretty good with the putter.
Ryan French from Monday Q Info's with me here. You played in the Pro-Am. How was it?
Yeah, it's wonderful. It's always great to see in their yardage book for moments like this. And there's just so much work that goes on prior to what you see on TV.
This is what our leader has to save bogey. Gino Thitikul at the 4th after finding the water from the tee.
And it would be a seriously good bogey. Just amazing. That was a superb up and down, Morgan.
6 under if she stands on this par 3.
Man, this is a really good birdie opportunity here at the 14th. Short iron. Looks like she pulled it a little bit, trying to get the wind to take it back towards the flagstick. Lovely shot.
Well, and if her putting yesterday's anything to go by, you'd expect her to make that. Well, Somi Lee has just taken the lead. Birdie at the 6th hole has got her to 10 under, so she now leads by 1. As we watch Lauren Coughlin on the tee at 14. That's a beauty.
So she made 4. She really needed that birdie to go in. Minji now for the 3. Yeah, she knew that it was going to have a little bit of movement in it. Good birdie.
Birdie here. Go even closer. Or get Lauren even closer towards the top of that leaderboard. Got birdie. Oh, just.
Now, Anana Rukhan for birdie at 14 is to climb within 3.
We've seen quite a few players miss that putt low, just not quite playing enough break. Not able to capitalize on that brilliant approach.
She's going to go with that little 8-iron. I mean, just a controlled swing here. I think she plays some of her best shots when she does that, Morgan.
I love her controlled finish, just like that. I mean,
almost a gimme birdie here to get to 6.
Yeah, she's had a little bit of time to think about it, but it shouldn't be a problem. Easy done.
Yeah, well done. Our defending champion is just 4 back. At this point, she eventually just broke through last year, the age of 31. Now, Steph Kiriaku's been moving up this leaderboard. That was to save par at the 8th. She is just 1 back at 8 under, coming off a good week.
A couple of days here at the Mizuho Americas Open. She'll be right there come Sunday afternoon, trying to get back to winning ways out here.
Oh, well, I was just going to say, Tom, her 4 that would give her the lead outright. What a missed opportunity that is. A French woman had a chance to get to 10 under par. And
a while. Projected cut line, couple under par here. This would be an important birdie for Guseva. She is just battling away. It is an absolute roller coaster. It's a higher one trying to ride that wind. It's just not moving back towards the flag. Going to stay left, but she'll have a good birdie chance.
But all in all, really good effort to get it on this surface.
okay, couldn't get it to go, but it'll be another tap-in birdie for Nelly, and she'll move up to 7 under, which right now is just 2 back. Putting together a good stretch of holes on her second 9. Fist bump with Jason. Let's go back to 14 and see what Minji Lee can do here.
Yeah, putt that's going to move towards the Statue of Liberty for Minji.
And she gets it.
It's the putt, Cara, that we've seen players struggle to play enough break.
So that'll be back-to-back birdies for Somi. She'll drop to 8. Now Boutier.
We're putting back down the green. Left herself a bit of work to do, though, unfortunately.
Yeah, that was to save par, Tom. Boutier over at 15.
Yeah, putting back up the hill, maybe a little bit of movement in this one.
Oh no, Tom, that is a disappointing bogey, and she drops out of the lead. Oh, well done. You heard her caddy say, great stroke from Jason. She missed a few of those earlier in the round, but it's been a bit of a different story on this 9. Apachai Yubon is playing her second from just short of the green here at 14. Looking to gain one, and she does. Beautiful chip-in birdie at the par 3. Yeah, they really are, and that lead has been shifting around all day, thanks in part to Somi Lee. She's now got this to save par at the closing hole. Oh, she does. That's clutch. Well done.
It's true. And, you know, with Nelly, I think you were saying that she seems to just excel in these tougher conditions, and it's really being proven again.
Okay, over at 18. This is Lauren Coughlin trying to save par and get in at 5 under.
Yeah, poor tee shot found the fairway bunker, but what a clutch save. Rocking the Solheim Cup gear there. Love it.
Little bit left for her par, and Anna Narukan is up here at 18 trying to save her par, much like Lauren Coughlin just did. I can't get that one to go.
That was a really tough bunker shot, being short-sided, just miscue from the middle of the fairway there. And of course, the conditions are tough, which lend itself to that already, but just looks uncomfortable standing over the ball.
She hits it very, very low.
For birdie to get into a share of the lead once again.
Yeah, battling away, Celine. This was a really nice approach. Should be. Oh my goodness, she's missed a couple of short ones today. That was a prime opportunity missed.
We had a great camera angle there, Tom. That was exactly where she was aimed, almost outside of the hole on the left. That's where her line, she uses this line on her ball.
We're back with Gino Thitikul looking to take the lead outright once again at the Mizuho Americas Open.
Bit of movement to the right, and it's uphill.
Yeah, she kind of lifted the putter through that one, Karen. Didn't keep the putter down and low, close to the ground through the stroke, and just started right on her.
Oh, it really gives you insight as to how both players and caddies read the greens. It's not just looking down your line, it's taking everything else into account, and that was a great read.
Yeah, she took advantage at the par 5/8, and now a defending champion.
See if she needs to make a birdie at 18 or not. Minji with a better look here. Not too much in this one. Oh, it moved on her at the end.
Another opportunity gone by for the Australian.
Today, this has been the difference maker for her. When the putter starts to work, and then she can put together those rounds that have taken her to the top of the leaderboard with 6 wins on the LPGA. Nicely done there.
Yeah, good par save. And that's exactly what she's got to remember, Tom. She's just one back. This is a very bunched leaderboard.
Oh, that hopped almost right away there. How about that? I feel like that's going to help all the players at 1 under par.
That'll drop her to even par with Lindblad. Yeah, exactly what she has to remind herself of. She's just one back of the lead. Heading into the weekend as Thitikul drops out of the lead. One start after her win streak ended, she won again here at the Mizuho Americas Open, shooting 14 under par total to beat Hannah Green by 1 stroke. And after back-to-back rounds of 68, her name is atop the leaderboard once again.
Yeah, this is it. This needs to go in. That's heartbreak right there. She's battled away today for so long, and it's going to be a bogey at the last to drop her outside of the cut line, and she will know exactly what that means, because the big leaderboard to the right of the 18th has been filtering through on different screens, and one of them